Hey!
Hey, everybody!
Hi, y'all. We're alive.
Ooh, we are finally live, folks. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's having a great day, a great Friday. TGIF. It is Friday.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. I
Friday.
just had to make sure.
We're going live.
Okay.
Can anyone hear us? Everyone hear us? See us?
Sure, it's good.
Let me see here.
Make sure.
Maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Great. Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
yes.
Great.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you,
Awesome.
thank you guys. Thank you. Okay. So today we wanted to talk to you guys about something really important.
Hi, Adriana.
Hey guys. Hi, Adriana. We want to talk to you guys about being young and getting married. We want to give you guys some quick tips on how to prepare yourself and just get your mind right. Get your mind in the mode of being married. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. All right, guys. All right. So,
well, first of all, I just want to say, this November will be our 4 years being married.
yeah.
Wow, time really flies.
Time flies, guys. It really does. Like, where does the time go? But it'll be our 4-year anniversary. Maybe you remember the date?
Yes.
You want me to ask you the date?
11/26.
Yes.
No,
All
your
right.
makeup right here. Lipstick.
Oh, shit. Oh. My bad.
Oh.
Okay. My bad, guys. Okay, but yes, it'll be our 4-year anniversary. And just can't wait. I want to do something really cool.
We're going to do something.
We'll see how everything works out because of work and whatever.
Yeah.
But, okay, so let's get into these tips, guys. The very first tip that we want to start off with is, of course, number one is prepare. I cannot stress enough about preparing before the marriage and also preparing yourself for after the marriage, after the honeymoon stage is gone. So what we did is we decided to do some premarital counseling, and we went to a center, because here in Texas, before you can actually get married, I don't know how it is for everyone else in other states, but here in Texas you have to go to premarital counseling.
Wasn't it optional?
No, it wasn't optional.
Okay.
No, it was optional.
I think it was optional.
Yeah,
it was optional, and we did that. And I gotta tell you guys, I highly recommend it. It really does prepare you for it, and just to help you understand your partner, how they operate, things like that. It really helps.
We learned a lot about just how to communicate, and that's one of the things that we can have a little problem with sometimes, because how Donny communicates is...
We can talk about the how we communicate later. I think that's another question, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't want to go into the next point. Okay, by that, y'all. But the point is that you have to... it's best and it's wise to go to premarital counseling. Whether it's at a marriage counseling center or at your church, someone that you solicit, maybe a therapist that you may go to or whatever, make sure that you do that. And that's what I feel like really set us up for the next step, because we learned a lot about each other, about a lot of things about each other, and that's going to segue into our next tip, not this one but the next one. So Tip number two, guys. Okay, I know you guys have heard this one before, but we're going to go ahead and reinforce it. Marriage is not easy.
Not easy.
It's not easy. It's a lot of it's compromise. It's
in the beginning, I thought I was pretty solid, actually. I thought I was kind of like amazing and I'm great at all this. I'm like this and that, but you know, after being married for like just even a week, you'll realize real quick, like, whoa, there's a lot more to it. You
A
know,
lot more to it.
I quickly understand that. I quickly understood it was like I didn't communicate well. So, you know, and that's something I discovered about myself when I first got married. You know, you discover a lot of stuff about yourself.
And yes, yes, it is, and it's one of the things that we learn from marriage counseling is how we communicate, and just
Which brings us into our next
which
point.
brings us into our next point, learning about your love language,
Love language.
how you all communicate. It's so important. Learning how to communicate will keep down so many freaking arguments. Like, I mean, how many arguments have we had because we simply did not understand what the other was trying to say or convey?
And just a side note, we're still working through
Yeah,
it.
we
You know,
still-
it's an everyday thing. So
Every day.
you know, but you keep working at it. It's the main thing.
Exactly. We are not perfect, guys. We just want to put that up. We're not perfect, you know.
No.
You know, I see it a lot in the comments. Like, you're like, you guys are goals, and I'm like, oh my god, no.
No, we have our little arguments.
We have
and
arguments and we have
misunderstandings.
misunderstandings. Yes, and learning how to communicate and learning what your partner's love language is, which for Donny, his love language is touch, right?
Yeah, I'm physical touch.
Yes, his love language is physical touch.
And Babe's love language is devotion. So
Yeah, acts of service, devotion is what my love language is my number one love language among other ones, and Babe's is physical touch.
but yeah, that's really important to understand about your partner, how they love, how they operate.
Right. What really makes them tick, what makes them feel good, and that's so important to understand about who your partner is. And on the tip of that, and when we're talking about arguments and this, that, and the other, and misunderstandings and disagreements, when that happens, it's great to understand what the apology languages are. Like, I had never really heard of what the apology languages are until we went to premarital counseling.
Right.
So for the both of us, yeah, for the both of us, our apology language is accepting responsibility, and that's the thing that really matters to me. Like, if you do something,
own up to it.
Yeah. And don't try to deflect, don't try to go around in the bush. It's just knowing that you are accepting responsibility for the mistake and you are apologizing for it and you're being mature about it. It really does speak to me, and same for Donny.
That's how we resonate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
All right.
What's the next tip?
Okay. Let me see if anybody's saying anything in the chat.
It's right over here.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So yeah, number 5. That was tip number 5. We're on number 5 now. Okay, keep on going. Tip number 5 is don't forget romance, y'all. Don't forget romance. Don't forget to date your partner.
Yeah, keep it fresh. You
keep it fresh.
You gotta keep dating. I mean, you don't want to get boring. You don't want the relationship to get stale. Stale.
And let's just be honest. In a marriage, things can get really repetitive, and it can get routine. And and before you know it, you've developed this type of routine, and you don't even know it yet. And so it's important to keep it fresh and to do different things, like doing different things, like going on Living Social, going on Groupon.
Yeah, perfect places to find stuff to do.
Groupon is our friend. We go on Groupon a lot, and we find different things to do together, different activities that we can do. We found that paint.
Yeah, we went painting.
We went painting one time, and those little things like that. It really does create memories, and I think that's one of the most important parts about dating your partner is just creating those memories. And when you're doing different activities, you learn different things about your partner too. You learn what they what they like, what they don't like, what
they're not good at.
What they're not good at.
But it's all in good fun though.
Yeah.
Y'all just go out and have fun. It's really all that
right,
matters.
and that's the important part.
It's not
too.
what, but just go out there, do something together,
and have fun.
Yeah.
Do different things. Y'all should come to San Antonio one day. Oh man, I want to go. I really want to come to San Antonio. That's one of the places I want to visit. My dad would always tell me about visiting San Antonio, and we just never went. But I really want to visit that San Antonio one day.
Eric asked, "Do we play Texas Hold'em?"
Do we play Texas Hold'em?
We played before, yeah. I played a little bit.
Try
teaching Angel.
I played it at WinStar Casino in Oklahoma. Did we play Texas Hold'em? Was that like a little like one of the little slot games or something that you just kind of like?
It was a slot game.
It was a slot game, so
No,
it wasn't really.
I mean, we played Texas Hold'em at a friend's house, and with chips and things like that. So
I'm not good.
Yeah, not too
I'm not good at it. Good morning from New Zealand. Hi.
New Zealand in the house.
Wow. So number six. This is super important. This is like one of the number one reasons why marriages fail, and it's finances.
Mm-hmm.
Being,
straight up. Love don't pay the bills.
Love don't pay the bills, guys. And don't let anybody else make you believe different, because love is not going to pay your electricity bill. It's not going to pay the rent.
Right.
Car note, insurance.
None of that.
All that stuff. You can't eat it, It's just... This is super important, because this is the number one reason why marriages fail. And you have to be financially stable before you get married. It's great that before you even think about planning a wedding, getting married, it's best that you know where you are standing financially as far as career, where you're going to be in the next 5 years or something like that. How much you have in the bank, how much you have in the bank, in your savings. All these things matter, especially if you're going to be talking about, starting a family or something.
Yeah, it's just, everything's expensive. Let's just be honest.
Everything is expensive, and I can't tell you how money problems can ruin a great relationship.
Number one killer.
It creates unnecessary stress. It creates resentment if the other person is not measuring up or holding up their end of the deal. It's very tough. And it's one of those things where it's like, wow, can money really ruin a marriage? Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Yes, it can. When my money's not right, let me just say, when my money's not right, I'm not right. Like, I'm not right. Like, I hate being broke. So,
she hates it.
I hate it so much. I hate being broke. So, knowing that, I can take care of myself, and I can be able to provide, and self-preservation is so important, and that's one of the things I want to touch on for this particular point. Securing the bag or whatever. Before you get married, you need to make sure that you are yourself is financially stable. Bring something to the table. Don't just show up and with empty-handed. You're looking for handouts, looking for someone to take care of you. It's just it's not healthy, and it's going to create an imbalance within a relationship, and it probably won't last.
Right.
So
Yeah, I just want to add, you often hear a lot of times like, you go 50-50 in a relationship. You know what? No, that's wrong. You both got to go 100-100.
100. No 50-50, none of that, It's 100.
And you kind of want to make it fair too. You don't want the other person stressing and this and that, because that stress will translate into your love life,
Your love
and
life.
your relationship, and it just trickles into everything else in your life. So finances can definitely just snowball out of control if you don't have it on lock.
Yeah, it can kill your sex life. It can kill. Yeah. It can kill a lot of things.
Yeah. You're not gonna be in the mood when you're broke. Sometimes,
You're not gonna be in the mood if you're broke, bro. No, you got nothing to eat after sexing, bro. It's not gonna work. So make sure that you secure the bag.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Tip number 7. Tip number 7 is allow yourself to have personal space. Man, I cannot stress enough how it's so easy to get lost in your partner, and you can kind of block out the outside world, you can forget about certain things, certain friendships that you had when you're like just infatuated with your relationship. And even although your relationship, your marriage is very, very important, not trying to take away from that, but your other relationships are important as well. Your marriage is the most important, but your other relationships don't have to suffer because of your marriage.
Yeah, you have a full life other than your spouse,
right?
Or your whatever. So yeah, definitely take some time out to yourself, hang out with your boys or girls or whatever have you. It's important to have some me time.
Exactly.
I love being with Angel. We do so much together, but at the same time, it's healthy to have some me time too.
Yes, it's healthy to just to do things on your own, so that you don't lose yourself. You don't lose who you are, because you can get so wrapped up in your partner's identity that before you know it, you'll see yourself doing things that they do,
right.
Or he'll be doing things that you do, and vice versa. And it's just great to remain who you are, because that's the person who he or she fell in love with.
Yeah, you're your own person too, so it takes two separate people for the coupling.
Yeah, to come together and become a marriage. So don't forget who you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 8, very important. When you are married, you have to. It's not have to, but it makes sense to have other married couples in your friend circle. So, for example, we have,
or even in your circle. Period. For us, we lean on my older brother Johnson and his wife Ann. They're a really solid couple in their marriage, and they just had their second girl.
We just had, yes. He's an uncle times 2. I'm an aunt times 2. I'm an aunt times 3, because my sister has my niece, and so.
Other than Caitlin, I'm still kind of new to this uncle thing.
Yeah, because how his family structure is, it's just his nuclear family. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I don't have any extended family, uncles, aunts, cousins, none of that. So it's just my immediate family.
Yeah. So it's.
But yeah, whenever we have some questions or need some advice, they're quick to help, and you want to find people like that in your circle to find some advice from. You want to look for like someone who's kind of, who's got it together.
Exactly.
You don't want to ask a couple who's kind of like in shambles or about to break up.
Right, exactly. You don't want to ask them for advice.
No.
Okay. You want to just keep those people who you can visibly see that their marriage is working and that is flourishing, and they care about each other, and there's substance there. So it's great to, and also to just express and talk to candidly, because my bad, I'm kind of leaning off. Being married is really unique, and sometimes you can have your single friends and this, that, and the other, and that's cool, that's great. But some situations that happen in a marriage, your single friends may not be able to relate or understand, completely. Because whereas when situations may go down, you can just break up. When you're just in when you're in a regular, a regular relationship, you don't have to. There's not a lot of commitment. I mean, there is commitment there, but there's not a whole bunch of like weight. You know, when you do get married, it's a different type of commitment. This is like something
You're all in when you're
you're
married.
all in.
Yeah.
You're all in. And so having married couples in your circle is really helpful, because you can talk to them more candidly. You can relate to different things that may be occurring in your marriage that they may have experienced themselves, that they can just give you advice on and walk you through how to deal with that situation, because so many different things can arise in a marriage that you know honestly you're not prepared for. You're not prepared for. I'm not talking about like infidelity and all the other shit, because one and done, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need no advice on that.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not, you're not always going to want to talk to your partner about stuff.
Right.
It's just not appropriate. I mean, that's where you're beefing. So you want to find that married couple to help you through that sometimes.
Right. Sometimes it's just sometimes you may misunderstand if you're having a disagreement with your spouse, and you're going to talk to one of your married friends. If you're the guy, Donny, can you go talk to the guy, and he may give him a different perspective on the situation. Maybe point out some errors, or point out where you could have handled it better, and vice versa. You want to not be so stuck in your ways, especially when you're married. You got to be ready to be flexible.
Yeah.
So okay, so tip number 9, which kind of segues into that, flexible, be ready to compromise, be ready to make sacrifices, because
A lot of it is give and take.
Yes.
Sometimes you give a little, but you take a little. It's just it goes back and forth,
Back
like
and forth.
ebb and flow.
Exactly. Sometimes your partner is going to be up, and you might not be there. And it's great that you have to that you can have a partner that you can trust, even when you're at your low, and they'll have your back. And if you're not feeling up to it one day, or if you lose your job, and or something like that happens financially, it's great to have a partner who is willing to stand in the gap and be there. And that's in those times. And a lot of times, when one partner doesn't have a job, and things, that other income is not there, that's where you'll have to step up as the person, as the breadwinner, and take care of things. Now I'm not talking about doing it like forever, because that's an imbalance. It's all about compromising. Just like Donny said, it's like ebbs and flows, and it's give and take. But be flexible, because you never know what may arise, and you really want to just, if you're in it for the long haul, be there for your partner.
Yeah, to me, sacrifice is just synonymous as backing your partner up. Just supporting them, really. And that can come in many ways, like whether it be your time, your energy, your money, whatever. Just support them.
Exactly. But don't let it be. Don't be afraid to have a discussion, and let them know if things are, becoming too imbalanced. And, it's always great to keep the line of communication open and to talk. I know that, I don't know if that's like, it's kind of cliche, like where people say you gotta talk, or women are always asking, what you're thinking, but it really is great to be able to pick your partner's mind, because it's how we stay on the same page, constantly talking to each other and picking each other's brains, and you know
Yeah, it's important to stay on the same page. Just make sure you talk things through and just, understand where you're both at, what you're trying to do, and things get a lot easier. Again, I guess a main theme here is communication.
right. And and also, you're growing. Give yourselves, room to grow. You're two growing human beings. You're not perfect.
Hey there, Jerrigan. I hope I'm saying that
Hi.
right.
You're not perfect. You're two growing human beings. You're on this journey together. So it's great to be flexible with each other, and to, you know, allow that room to grow. You don't know everything. You're learning. Marriage is like a huge, you know, obstacle course, and
You're constantly learning.
You're constantly learning.
Building on yourself.
Yes.
Like it's once you get married, it's not like you're done. Like it's a constant evolution from
Mhm.
there.
Exactly.
If anything, it's probably harder than it was being single, because now you're all in with your partner. You want to keep growing as a couple,
Right.
and it takes effort. It takes a lot of effort to grow,
Yes,
or
it
to
does.
grow out of your own bad habits, or pick up better ones, or whatever the case. It's leveling up is hard,
Leveling up is very hard.
but
Mhm.
I encourage you to help each other grow,
Yes. Help each other grow, support each other.
support each other.
You know, don't, you know, basically what I'm trying to say, like, it's like, don't be so quick to judge your partner. Give them some room, and yourself as well, to make mistakes. They're not going to be perfect. It's not going to always be you know happy go lucky, peaches and cream. There are going to be some things that will arise that are serious, and you have to deal with them. And that's what it's all about. You have your partner there. You're there. You're there together to face whatever trials and tribulations that come, that come in life.
Yeah.
And it's always best when you have like a partner there with you, of course. So that was number 9. Compromise, sacrifice, that good stuff. Number 10, the final one.
Final tip,
The
guys.
final tip, guys, because this is one that we are getting.
Hey, Telly.
Hey, Telly. This is one that we're getting.
She said she was gonna be here.
Yep.
Awesome.
This is one that we're starting to get asked about. I notice a lot.
Yeah.
We're starting to get asked about babies.
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 Let's talk about babies.
Babies. Oh God. Okay. Woo. So my family's pretty big. I'm just gonna say disclaimer. My family's pretty big. I have a lot of cousins.
She'll kill me if I didn't.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, you remember that day, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But don't.
Yeah, guys, remember dates. Yeah. You don't want.
Forget birthdays. Don't forget anniversaries. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't
You
forget
don't want her to be let down or beat you up. None of those are good.
I have not beat him up.
Almost.
Whatever. But man, we've been getting asked about babies and when we're gonna have them.
First of all, we talk about it a lot, actually, and this is something we want. But here's the thing, guys. Timing is everything, and it kind of goes back to being, financially prepared for stuff, because realistically, babies are super expensive, and that's nothing to play with. Like, you can't just love this person and have a baby and y'all are good. No, that baby's gonna need stuff, and you know that's one thing, is being prepared for the baby financially. But another thing is just like for us, we want to focus on our relationship right now, because we know once we have a baby, that's really gonna put a stunt on our growth and what we got going on, because we got a lot that we want to do.
Well, not really a stunt on our growth.
I mean, you know what I mean. Like it's, you're not gonna be able to do a lot of
you're
stuff.
not gonna be able to do. Yeah, you won't be able to just pick up and just do something. Like how you were before you had your child.
Like you can't just simply pack your bags and travel across the world, do something, come back, like, things like that.
And I've had, my family's big. I have a bunch of cousins, and I've grown up with so many baby cousins, and babysitting them and this, that, and the other, and they are a lot of work. I've seen how it is, for my cousins to get children, and they're unwed, and they are really not prepared for them. They don't have a partner there for them, and they don't, they're young, and they're just not mentally prepared to take care of a little human being and to, rear a little person. And that's always has had a lasting impression on me, being absolutely prepared for the baby and actually wanting that baby to be here. It's not like, oh yeah, we were having fun, and oh, I'm pregnant now. I actually wanted to be on purpose, and something that we were praying for and hoping for, and not something that just kind of like mistakenly happened. And so that's why I've always told Donny, like, in the first, even in our first, few years of marriage, that I didn't want to have children so immediately, because I felt like, I wanted to just enjoy my partner. I wanted to just do things with my partner and have fun and just live. And
Aloha, New Day with us.
Hey, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be bothered with a baby hanging from my boob or something. I don't even right now, that's something that, I'm not ready for.
Yeah, when you're young, you haven't really quite lived life yet. You know what I mean? You just barely became probably of age to have a baby or something like that, but you still got so much more to do and probably offer the world.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a baby, that's going to prevent a lot of opportunities, or you might not be fully ready, or maybe not with the right person either. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons, but babies are a big issue, or not an issue, but more like
they're a big deal.
They're a big deal, and it takes a lot of planning and things like that. No, we're not having a baby.
We're not having a baby.
We're just talking about.
We're just talking about being prepared for one.
Being prepared for one.
But no, we're not having a baby right now. We're not currently. We're not pregnant. We're not having a baby or trying to have a baby right now. So, it's just super important to, always, be prepared and be ready to stay up for hours and be ready to get up. We recently, my sister-in-law just had our new baby niece, and even with my brother-in-law being there and being all in, and it's super hard for them,
even as a couple that's somewhat prepared,
even for a couple that's prepared
and wanting
it.
It's still difficult.
It's hard, and how they prepare themselves for their babies is how I would like to be, for ours. Prepared, ready, as prepared as you can be, because you can never be prepared for, being a new parent, but as much as possible. So
in an open, loving environment,
And so, that's, you know, that's just our take on babies. You know, we're not trying to have them right now. We're just enjoying each other's
Yeah.
company time.
Thank you, D-Day. Someone had asked us how old we are. I am 33.
Oh, and I just turned 30 in June, guys. So yeah, we.
I actually asked Babe, hey, how old am I? I forgot. I'm like,
He forgets.
Am I 33?
He forgets
You know what?
how old he is.
Because you know, I don't really think about it or care, but I'll be 34 this November.
Yep. Do we have any travel plans coming up? Oh,
Well, we do want to revisit our my sister in LA.
yeah, we went to LA early on in the year, and we'll probably be going back in probably the next couple months to visit Los Angeles again because we didn't get a chance to
Thank you, Dorcas.
do as much as we would have liked while we were there. You guys look very young.
Oh my God! Look, I'm obviously older than her. Well, I can't say obviously, but I'm older than Angel is. And story time, we'd be going out. We went to like this little bar / club or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was in front of me in line. She gave them her ID. They looked at it. Okay, here. And then I pull mine out the wallet. I give it to them. They did this, and they put it in the machine to scan verify.
To swipe it to make sure that it wasn't fake. But he gets carded. He gets carded a lot.
Sometimes at the movies too, it's crazy.
And I get carded. I get carded up. I get carded sometimes, but Babe gets carded a lot.
Yeah.
It's funny. So I mean, how did we meet? Oh, how did we meet? Well, we met
at our old job at Walmart.
At Walmart.
Yeah.
We met at Walmart.
I was a.
He was 19.
Hey, that's older than what most would say. So.
That is.
I'm playing.
But we met at Walmart. We started off as just being friends, and
yeah, we became friends, hanging out, you know, and just our friendship just grew and grew and grew.
It just, you know.
But yeah, we're pretty much done with our 10 tips. So if you guys want to just ask us any questions, we're just kind of shooting the breeze right now.
Yeah, shooting the breeze right now. So if you want to ask questions, ask away.
But we really appreciate all the new subbies out there.
Yeah, guys. Like
those new to the channel, welcome.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome. If you guys want us to do a how did we meet video, you know, I don't know, say yes or whatever. I don't know.
Or just throw ideas out there. What do y'all wanna hear or see from us?
What do you guys do for a living? I am a technical analyst, and
I'm an energy agent. We also both own our ice cream company business called Berry Bum Creamery.
Yes. Berry Bum Creamery is our little ice cream business that we have here in Dallas. And what we do is we go around the DFW Metroplex and we go to festivals and we set up as vendors and we serve our ice cream that's handcrafted that I make. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did Lights All Night last year.
Lights All Night. We done Oak Cliff Lively Fest.
Taste of Dallas.
No, Taste of Oak Cliff.
Taste of Oak Cliff.
We've done that.
Dallas Pizza Fest. We've done quite a few.
Quite a few. I saw someone say, oh no, sorry. If you had to choose a favorite dessert, what would it be? Ooh.
Oh, well, I'm not big on desserts, but I eat the hell out of them anyway. I don't know, something like the brownie, I guess. Brownie and ice cream. That's a good combo for me right there.
Ooh. I really love cake, but without the icing. Like, if I get a slice of cake, I scrape off all the icing.
Yeah.
And I just eat the cake.
I'm the same way. We're not big on icing.
Icing. But even if it's a pie or any kind of anything with a filling in it, because I don't too much like things with filling, but if it has a filling, I will either take all of the filling out and then just eat the pastry, and that's how I eat. But I love cake and without the icing.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ooh.
Cookies and what was that?
Well, Babe really likes vanilla. Well, vanilla Oreo.
Vanilla Oreo.
Cookies and cream, guys.
Same difference, yeah.
But my favorite flavor is pistachio. I really love pistachio. And I really love a good butter pecan or butter pecan, whatever. Butter pecan from where I'm from New Orleans. So we say pecan. Yeah.
You can't say that.
Put that in your back pocket for dad jokes, okay?
Oh, I can't wait for dad jokes. I'm gonna embarrass the hell out of my kid. I can't wait.
Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm.
Dad jokes for days.
Dad jokes for days.
Did Snapchat ask you to do record? No, we just decided to.
Snapchat? Did Snapchat ask you to do? I don't.
No, we just decided to go live today.
I don't think that's what he means.
No.
Did Snapchat? No. We just. Are you? I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that question.
I think I answered it.
Yeah.
Hey, Taya.
Hey, Taya. But that's our favorite flavor of ice cream. Gosh, do you have any more?
Do we have Instagram? Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We'll post it in the description.
It's gonna be in the description box. If you guys
follow us, we list all of our social medias and everything in the description box. So just click down there and add us and say hi to us.
Pretty easy to find us on Instagram. It's AngelandDonny. That's pretty. It's pretty easy.
Letter N.
Yeah, AngelandDonny, and that's our Instagram handle. I saw a question. What was it? How do you get the questions back? Here we go. Can you make a video of your emotional journey on dating, accepting each other, and the decision you made about each other until now? Ooh.
All right. Yeah. We'll think about it.
Yeah, definitely. We'll think about it.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see how we can piece that together and do something like that.
Yeah. Noted.
To people visiting overseas, what food would you guys recommend? Oh, if you're visiting from overseas to Texas, ooh.
My number one recommendation is try barbecue. You know, Texas is really, really big.
Yes.
And amazing at barbecue.
Barbecue.
You know, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, not everyone's on the same level. You know, I would recommend looking on Yelp for some barbecue places for suggestions in your area, but definitely try barbecue.
Some great barbecue that we have tried is from, what is it, Backyard Barbecue or Back Country? What is it? Back.
I think it's Backyard Country Barbecue.
I think it's Backyard Barbecue. And there's another really great place that we're itching to go visit here in Texas. It's called Cadillac Barbecue. And they are only open Thursdays and Friday. And they are usually sold out. You have to pretty much come there hours ahead of time because there's always a line.
Yeah.
And that's where I want to go. I have not had yet to fulfill that journey yet. But I really want to go because the barbecue looks insane.
Because they're only open like 2 days a week for like a small handful of hours, like during lunchtime, and you know we're often busy then, so it's hard to make it. But one day.
Yes, but if you're looking for great places to eat in Texas, try barbecue, of course, because it's like Texas. Cadillac Barbecue and Backcountry Barbecue is the two places.
Some of our favorites.
Some of our favorites. And if you want to learn more, there's just Yelp. Yelp is
Your best friend.
That was our best friend and yours. So that's what we usually do when we're looking for a new restaurant to
Or just new restaurant, anything. You can look it up by what type of, Chinese, American, Italian, anything by type of food.
Believe it or not, like the food that we eat a lot here in Texas is Vietnamese food. Like I love Vietnamese food.
We love Vietnamese food. So
I
we need more of it.
freaking love Vietnamese food. Like pho, nuc mam,
rice dishes,
and
all of it.
oh man,
Spring rolls,
spring
egg
rolls. What is that? Ben Seo?
Banseo.
Benseo, yeah.
Oh, baby.
I love it. I love it. I love Vietnamese food.
Hey guys, she's actually Vietnamese with a really, really deep tan.
But man, that's like besides the food that I eat like from my home, because I'm from New Orleans and I'm so used to eating Cajun food and Creole food and stuff like that. But besides that, Vietnamese food is hands down my favorite.
Yeah.
I think that's it, guys. If you guys have any more suggestions for new videos, please don't hesitate to put them down in the comment section.
Yeah, I read them all.
Yes.
I mean, I literally read them all.
You read them all, and we
I
respond.
I respond to you guys. So keep them coming. We love your comments, love your ideas, and just
Exactly.
whatever you got for us, just let us know.
All right, guys. So those are the 10 tips. I'm gonna make sure I list them in the description box as well, so that you can come back, or in the comment section, you can come back and review them. But it's been great. This live actually went really well. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, we love all of the feedback that you guys give us, and we can't wait to see you guys again. Oh, we got another question. Uh-oh.
Do we want kids?
Yes.
Yeah, short answer, yes, but not right now.
Yes, not right now. Though.
Rewind the vid.
That was one of the questions that we that we talked about in this video here. But this should be up pretty soon, and we will be doing more lives in the future. So be on the lookout for them, and we can't wait to see you guys again.
Yeah, support us, follow us, and we look forward to making more videos for you guys.
Yeah. So have a great weekend, everyone, and have a great Friday.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
See you guys.